Snow fell relentlessly on the dark highway as visibility dropped to almost nothing. Nathan Crawford gripped the steering wheel of his SUV, cursing himself for leaving the office so late. As CEO of Crawford Technologies, he'd been buried in year-end reports, ignoring the weather warnings. Now he was paying for it, crawling along at 20 miles per hour on a road that should have been empty. That's when his headlights caught something that made his heart stop. A woman standing on the side of the road, holding something bundled against her chest, completely exposed to the blizzard. Nathan pulled over immediately, hazards flashing. He jumped out. "Are you okay? Do you need help?" The woman turned toward him, and Nathan saw she was crying. No. Sobbing, while clutching not one but two tiny bundles. Babies. She had two infants wrapped in blankets that were already soaking through. "Please," she gasped. "My car broke down. I called for help, but no one's coming. My babies are freezing. I don't know what to do." Nathan didn't hesitate. "Get in my car, now! Bring the babies!" She stumbled toward his SUV, clearly in shock from cold and fear. Nathan helped her into the back seat where she could hold both babies, then cranked the heat to maximum. "How long have you been out there?" he asked, pulling back onto the road, searching for the nearest town. "Maybe 30 minutes? An hour? I don't know anymore." Her teeth chattered violently. "My car just died. Battery, maybe. And my phone died trying to call for help. The babies won't stop crying, and I couldn't get them warm, and—" She broke down completely. Nathan looked in the rearview mirror at the babies, identical twin girls. Maybe 4 months old, wrapped in red coats that were inadequate for a blizzard. They were crying weakly, the kind of cry that meant they were dangerously cold. "There's a town about 15 miles ahead," Nathan said. "Hospital, hotels. We'll get you all checked out and warm. What's your name?" Claire Morrison. "These are Lily and Rose." Her voice cracked. "I was driving to my parents' house for Christmas. My car, it was supposed to make the trip. The mechanic said it was fine. Don't worry about that now. Let's just get everyone safe." But the storm worsened. 10 miles from town, Nathan's SUV started struggling, the snow too deep, the visibility too poor. He made another decision. "I have a cabin about 5 miles from here. Small place, but it has heat and supplies. We're not making it to town tonight. I'm taking us there instead." Claire nodded, too exhausted and scared to argue. The cabin was indeed small, a 2-bedroom hunting lodge Nathan used maybe twice a year. But it was warm and dry and stocked with basics. Nathan started the fireplace while Claire got the babies out of their wet clothes. "Do you have anything for them?" Nathan asked. "Diapers, formula?" "In my car," Claire said, her voice breaking again. "Everything is in my car." I grabbed them in my purse and ran to the road for help. I left their bag, their bottles, diapers, everything. I wasn't thinking. I just knew we had to get out of the cold. Nathan saw panic rising in her eyes. "Okay, it's okay. Let me think." He checked his phone, no signal. The storm had knocked out cell service. "We'll figure this out. Do they need to eat soon?" "They last ate 2 hours ago. They eat every 3 to 4 hours. I have maybe an hour before they're desperate." Claire looked at her babies, now wrapped in Nathan's spare blankets. "I'm their only parent. Their father left before they were born. If something happens to me, they have no one. And I've failed them. I got them stuck in a blizzard with no supplies." "You haven't failed anyone," Nathan said firmly. "You got them off the road and found help. That's not failure. That's survival." He searched the cabin systematically. In the emergency supplies, he found bottled water. In the pantry, he found powdered milk. Not formula, but something. "Can babies drink regular milk?" Nathan asked. "Not really," Claire said. "Not this young." "It can upset their stomachs badly." Nathan kept searching. Finally, in a forgotten box in the back of a closet, he found it. An unopened can of infant formula, left from years ago when his sister had visited with her baby. "Is this still good?" Nathan asked, checking the date. "It expired 6 months ago." Claire checked it carefully. "It's formula. It's sealed. It's probably fine, safer than letting them go hungry." She started crying again. "I can't believe you have formula in a hunting cabin. My sister stayed here 3 years ago with her son. She must have left supplies." Nathan boiled water, cooled it, made bottles according to the directions Claire gave him. The babies drank greedily, both girls settling as warmth and food reached them. Claire watched them with tears streaming down her face. "Thank you," she whispered. "You saved their lives." "If you hadn't stopped—" "Don't think about that," Nathan said. "You're all safe now." As the night wore on, Claire opened up. She was a pediatric nurse, 28, raising twin daughters alone. The baby's father had disappeared when she was 6 months pregnant. She'd been barely surviving, working full-time, caring for infants, drowning in debt. "I lost my apartment last week," Claire admitted. "I couldn't afford rent anymore. Daycare costs more than I make. I was driving to my parents' house because I have nowhere else to go. Everything I own was in that car. Clothes, documents, the girls' things. And now it's stranded on a highway in a blizzard." "We'll get it back," Nathan assured her. "Even if we do, I've lost everything else. My apartment, my independence, my ability to provide for my daughters." She looked at the sleeping babies. "I'm a failure as a mother." "You're a nurse raising twins alone while working full-time," Nathan said. "That's not failure. That's heroic. It doesn't feel heroic. It feels like drowning." Nathan understood more than she knew. "I'm a single parent, too. My daughter is 7. Her mother left us when she was 2, decided motherhood wasn't for her and walked away. I've been doing this alone for 5 years. I know what drowning feels like." Claire looked at him with new understanding. "How do you manage? As a CEO with a child?" "Not well, honestly. I work too much. My daughter spends too much time with nannies. I'm constantly guilty about not being enough." Nathan paused. "But we're surviving. That counts for something." They talked through the night, taking turns holding babies, sharing stories of single parenthood, finding unexpected comfort in mutual understanding. By morning, the storm had passed. Nathan's phone regained signal. He called for help, a tow truck for Claire's car, delivery of baby supplies, everything she needed. "Let me help you," Nathan said. "Not charity, I'm not trying to insult you, but I have resources and you need support. Let me make sure your car is fixed. Let me help you find stable housing. You saved lives as a nurse. Let me return the favor. I can't accept—" "You can, you will, because your daughters deserve stability and you deserve not to drown." Nathan met her eyes. "And because I haven't connected with another single parent like this in 5 years, you get it? You understand the guilt and the exhaustion and the constant fear of failing. That's worth something," Claire cried, but this time from relief. "Okay, thank you." Nathan arranged everything. Her car was towed and repaired, her belongings retrieved. He helped her find an affordable apartment, connected her with better daycare options, used his corporate resources to ease her path. They kept in touch, meeting for coffee, sharing childcare advice, building genuine friendship. Nathan's daughter adored the twins. Claire appreciated having another adult who understood her struggles. 6 months after that snowy night, Nathan asked Claire to dinner, not as a fellow single parent, but as something more. "I'm not good at this," Nathan admitted. "Dating, expressing feelings. But I haven't stopped thinking about you since that night. About how brave you were, standing in a blizzard protecting your babies. About how you kept going when everything was falling apart. I want to be part of your life. Not as a benefactor, but as someone who loves you." Claire took his hand. "That night I thought I'd lost everything. My home, my security, nearly my babies. You stopped in a blizzard and gave me hope. I didn't know then that you'd become my everything." They married a year later, blending their families. Nathan adopted the twins officially. Claire became the mother his daughter had been missing. At their wedding, Nathan told the story of finding Claire and the babies in the snowstorm. "I was driving home from work, rushing as always when I saw her," Nathan said. "A nurse holding twin babies, crying in a blizzard, convinced she'd lost everything. I stopped because it was the right thing to do. I stayed because I couldn't imagine leaving. I fell in love because she showed me what real strength looks like, not success or wealth, but love fierce enough to stand in a snowstorm protecting what matters most." Years later, they'd drive past the spot where Nathan had found them, now marked with a small memorial stone they'd placed together. "You saved us that night," Claire would say. "We saved each other," Nathan would correct. "You'd lost your home but not your hope." "I had everything but no idea what mattered." That night in the blizzard showed both of us what we'd been missing, someone who truly understood the battle of single parenting. the weight of doing it alone, the joy of finally having a partner. Because sometimes we find love in the most desperate moments. Sometimes the person crying in a snowstorm is exactly who we need to find. And sometimes, losing everything is just clearing space for something better. A stranger who stops. Who cares? Who stays long after the storm has passed? If this touched your heart, share and subscribe for more stories about hope found in unexpected places. Comment about someone who helped you when you'd lost everything. Those people are gifts we never forget.